All right, hello once again, Jeff Scott of Rankin Technical College. And as part of the online Rankin Technical College AWD, or Application and Web Development 1100 C# programming course for the spring 2024 semester, I've been creating a series of videotape presentations. Most have been on the PowerPoint slides for the textbook for the class, that being Muroc C# 8th edition. I've also been doing some programs along the way. Now, I sent this email out yesterday, and it shows what I've done so far, and really I am, as it shows here, on Chapter 18. And I'm going to do these two, or try to right now. I don't know if I can do all of them in one lesson, or if I have to do them in 2 lessons. This first program, all right, this one right here, is a console, and it's very similar to the one that I did in this lecture here. So some of it I'm just going to copy in. In fact, most of it, and then we'll talk about, and this one we'll do from scratch. All right, if I can get those done, that'll leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like about 7 more lectures that I have to do between today and tomorrow. And that's about where I figured I'd be. All right, so let's get going then. Okay, last time when we left off, we had this employee library. All right, and in that employee library, we put an employee class and an employee manager, and then we use that in our employee search console. All right, I'm going to come in and do a few things. First thing I'm going to do is close this and save. And the next thing I'm going to do is come in here and create a new project. Actually, I'm going to create 2 of them, but that's okay. So this first new project here, this is going to be another console app, and it's going to be called Song Search Console. It'll be in our LINQ and DB, and that's the framework. That's fine. So create. There it is. Now I am going to come in and also create one more project, and that one is going to be a class library, and I call the last one employee library. So let's call this one song library. All right. And again, we're going to knock this down to 2.0. All right. And I'm going to come in and immediately change the name of this. So I'm going to rename it Song. All right. And did that name it here? Song Library Song. There we go. This is going to be pretty simple. It's going to have 3 properties. And those will be a song title. And again, I'm just going to do the get set thing here. Song artist. You know who made the song. And a song genre. All right. In addition, I'm going to have a public override of toString again, just like we did before. And it's going to be even simpler than the last one because, again, we have fewer properties here. So we're going to return, and we'll put in here a song title plus the song title plus the song title. In fact, let's, instead of a space here, let's put in a tab. Hopefully that'll be okay. All right. Then we will have next our song artist. So I'm going to move this over 1 like that. Plus our song artist. Plus our genre. All right, I guess I did this one. There we go. I don't want \n's there. I want \t's there. I want a tab. So plus song genre. And we'll put a \n at the end of this. Actually, when I did mine, I did put \n's on all these. That's okay. So \n plus \n plus and \n, no plus, just a semicolon. So that's everything. Again, a very simple class. Each song has an artist, a title, an artist, and a genre. Okay, so file, save all. And now I'm going to add my song manager. All right, and again, rather than type it in, because I put in about 50 or 75 songs. So I'm going to add here an existing item. I'm going to have to remember to change my namespace on it to song because it currently is not. I don't believe at least. So desktop, song search console. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know where it is. Song search GUI. All right. Well, let's see if it's in here. I think it was called Song Manager. There it is. So let's add that. Let's see if it's the right one. There's my songs. Okay, it's not finding them yet. Don't worry, it'll find them in just a minute. Okay. All right. Let's change the namespace to song. Not song.data, just song. Okay. And for our error here, public class song manager, fix typo, change song to song library, change song, song manager. Nope. Don't want to do any of those. All right. Song is a namespace, but it's used like a type. Okay, so what I should do, this is song library. I think that should be library. There we go. Was this one also a library? Yes, it was. All right. And you can see I've got lots of them in there. All right, so file, save all. All right, so I now have my library with my song class in it and my song manager class in it. All right. Now in my program CS, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to do some copy and pasting in here. And then I'm just going to go over what I did. This is very, very, very similar to what we just did for the employee search. All right, so let's see if we can find this. That ain't it. Well, son of a gun. I thought that I had it. I know I've got it someplace. Should be in song search. Console. And then program, there it is, program.cs. There it is. All right. So I'm going to start by copying in these comments, even though I don't have to. All right. So I've got my comments in there. Now in here, inside of main, I want to put all my code. So it looks like at the top I had some global constants, and I had a global variable, and then we're going to have main. So I'm just going to grab everything that's in here. I'll probably get an error. It's not a problem. We'll fix it right away. And I want to go up. I don't want that one. There we go. Copy. Kind of nice when you've got the program done already, I guess. So there, and I'm going to replace all of that. Like I said, I might get errors now, and if I do, it's not a problem. All right, so first I got WriteLine in here, and I've been using console.WriteLine, but remember there's a shortcut for that. And that shortcut is to say using static system.console. And that's going to get rid of a lot of the errors that I had in here. So it's down to 2 errors now. Not bad. All right, the name song, it says, could not be found. You've gone through this before. I have to use what's in my library. So I'm going to come in here, and if I go down to the bottom, there's add reference to song library. All right, I've got that, and now my errors are all gone. Okay. You see, just like before, I built a menu string that said, enter a 1 to show all songs by title in ascending order, a 2 that says show all songs by artist in ascending order, a 3 that says show all songs by genre in ascending order, a 4 that says show songs that meet the title criteria, so we want to be able to enter in a title. 5, we want to be able to enter in our own artist, and 6, we want to be able to enter in our own genre. 7 to enter the program. Then just like before, we check. So just like we had in here before, validate that menu option. No, that's right. Option was numeric. And after we did that, we did a range check. All right. If it wasn't numeric, we gave them an error message and called the same function we were in. If it was not in range, we gave them a different error, and we told, we call the function they were in again. Otherwise, we return the option that they chose. All right. And once we did that, we called the correct function and we passed that option. And that was here. So again, we had this big switch statement. All right, if it was a 1, show song list by title ascending. It was a 2, show song list by title descending. A 3, show song list by genre ascending. A 4, show song list by title criteria. A 5, show song list by artist criteria. A 6, show song list by genre criteria. And a 7, exit program or not. Now, I mentioned to you that I was going to make a concerted effort here to try to come in and make these all capitals. So this is going to result in tons of errors, but we're going to fix them all right away. Like I said, I'm trying to get more in vogue with the way that it's done by Muroc. I guess they've got more experience doing this than me, and maybe this does look better to take the methods and make the first letter in the methods capitalized. I don't know. And many people would just tell you it's a matter of personal choice. right, we're almost done here. Another time. Whoops, not another time. Another time, and exit program or not. That should have fixed everything. All right. I wanted to check something too. This exit program or not. This another time thing. I don't know if I did that in the other program. So I'm going to bring that in, right? I'm going to copy it right here. And I want to see if in the employee program that I had up previously, the other one that we created, the employee console, did we call that run again and equals another time? Okay, well, we never put it in. So let's put that in, and we'll put that in right up above our last function, which is exit program now. That's okay, we'll fix that in a minute. We need the console on here because I didn't use the shortcut. All right. All right, first of all, this is the one that should be running, so let me make sure it still works. Just want to make sure I didn't break anything. So we'll put in a 1, get all of our data. Now it says run program again. If I say yes, it runs it again. I'll put in a 2. Run program again. I'm going to say no, and I'm done. All right. So file, save all. Now I can close that one. And we're back to the song manager. Okay. All right. Again, we're going to redo this in just a few minutes as a GUI program. All right. So that was our song manager. I can close that. This was our song class. I can close that. And this is our program that we just finished. Let's try it. So file, save all. Let's run it. You see that the interface is simpler than what we had before, because before we had more options. Oh, this is the old one. I'm sorry. So all of this employee stuff can be closed. And we want to come to our song search console and make that our startup project. So there it is. If we put in a 1, there's all of our songs. You can see they look a little different now because I just changed it. This looks a little easier. It's a little easier to work with. So songs in ascending order by title, A, B, A, D, A, L, etc. And if I get down to the bottom, I've got a Yellow Submarine, Yesterday, and You're Beautiful. Run the program again. Yes. Now we'll put in a 2, so this should be by artist. And again, what you should notice here, Adele, Air Supply, America, Beatles, 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 lots of Beatles. I'm a Beatles guy. Bread, Britney Spears, so it's in the alphabetic order as well. Yes, I want to do it again. We'll do a 3, which says by genre in ascending order. So again, if you look, first we have our classics, then we have our country, then we have our pop, then our rock, rock and roll, soft rock, and that's it. Let's run it again. So, yes. All right, we'll put in a 4, which will let us do it by title. And I'm going to put in let. And it's got Don't Let Me Down, Let Her Cry, and Let It Be. Okay, that looks like it's working. Yes, we'll do a number 5, which is by artist. And I know I've got some Garth Brooks in there. Oh, I must enter a number. That's true. Hit any key to continue. I didn't put a 5 in there first. Please enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run program again. Yes. 5. Enter a song artist. So Garth Brooks. And there's the Garth Brooks songs. Run it again. Yes. 6 is genre. And let's put in here just rock, and we'll get rock, and we'll get rock and roll. And we'll get soft rock, evidently. So rock, rock and roll, and soft rock. Now, if we ran it again and did another 6 and just put in soft, of course, we'd only get the soft rock ones. All right. If I run it one more time here, and I do a 6, and I put and, we get the rock and roll ones. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And we can say yes. There was, how about no, no, no. All right, so again, this is very similar to what we did before. And what I mean by that is we came in here. I'm not using these, so I can get rid of them. We've got one global constant, and let's check that one out. So we'll put in a 1. And yes, we got to do this with a 5, 6, or 7. So 4, 5, or 6. So 5. And it says enter an artist. If I hit enter, no value was inputted. Do you want to run it again? No, but that's working. All right, so we got our list of songs that we're bringing in via the Song Manager load data. That is grabbing those 70 or whatever it is songs, and it's bringing them in and making them available to the program. Then in main, as it says, this is our menu option. Valid options are 1 through 7, and this is the Boolean to allow us to run the program again that we set to true initially. And while it's true, we call show menu, which is going to produce that menu for us. If we enter a number between 1 and 7, we'll call the corresponding function and, print out whatever's to be printed out, and we'll ask the user if she or he wants to run the program again. So to show the menu, it's going to return an integer. It'll clear first. This is the option that we enter. So again, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. All right, remember when we enter it, it's a string, but then we convert it over or attempt to convert it over. All right, and make it an integer from a string, and then there's our result. So if we run this and we put in, let's say we leave it blank, you must enter a number, hit any key to continue. Same kind of thing here. You must enter a number, enter any key to continue. And if I put in a number that's out of range, you must enter a number between 1 and 7. Hit any key to continue. All right? All right. So this builds the menu. Just like that. Okay. And then we let the user make a menu selection. Okay. So write it, and then they read in their selection. Validate again that it was numeric. If it wasn't, we give them that you must enter a number, and we run the same function that they were in, show menu. If they put in a number less than 1 or greater than 7, and you saw that with 8, you get a different message. I can even put that \n there. Might look a little nicer. And again, call the same routine. So now if I come in there, it's a longer message. So if I put a 9 in there, as it says, you must enter a number, hit any key to continue. Now, it might look a little nicer in here if I put a \n at the beginning here and a \n at the beginning here. All that means is, let's save this. all right, is when I run this and I put in a 9 again, now I get a blank space. So that looks a little nicer. And if I put in something non-numeric, I again get a blank space. A little bit nicer, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. All right, so once we have put in a valid number, we call the correct function, and we pass in the menu option we chose. If it's a 1, we call show song list by title ascending. If it's a 2, we call show song list by artist ascending. If it's a 3, we call show song list by genre ascending. Those are just showing everything. 4, 5, and 6 are allowing us to enter a song title, a song artist, or a song genre. If we put a 7 in, we let the user exit the program if she or he wants to. Otherwise, we just break out. All right, and all of these, again, are pretty much the same thing. Title ascending. So we want to go through our songs, all right, and we want to order it by song title ascending, and then we print it out. This one, same thing, but we want to order it by song artist ascending and print it out. This one, again, is pretty much the same thing, but we want to order it by song genre ascending and print it out. Then we get to our 3 where we enter criteria. And again, each one of these is pretty much written the same. We tell you to enter a title, and it can be a full or a partial title. You saw that when I put in and, for example, and I didn't put in and for title, but we can do that as well. So number 4, and I'll put in and you'll notice I want to hold your hand, so and is in there. Keep your hands to yourself, pride and joy. Stand and there by your man. All right. So we trim it. And if this is the case, there was nothing inputted, so we print that message out. Otherwise, we come in here. All right. And we've got this for each. Now, one thing I guess I could have done here, all right, I don't even know how we would do this. So songs matching your criteria. So let's see. I don't know if this will work or not, but if song titles equal, I'm going to try a null here, meaning there was nothing put in there. I'm going to do a right line, and I'm going to say no song titles met your criteria. Like that. And then we'll take this and put this into an else. I don't know if that'll work or not. It kind of just hit me right there that might be a little cleaner way of doing this. If it doesn't work, I'll just revert it back to the way it was before. All right, so this is for the song titles. All right, by title criteria. So let's do a file, save all. And I'm going to put something I know wouldn't be in there. So I'll put in a 4, and I'll put in bingo. Song titles matching the criteria. Well, there's none, so it is not taking that. Run program again. So this here, if song titles equal null, what if it's equal to nothing? I don't think that's going to matter. See, it doesn't like that, and it doesn't like that because that's an IEnumerable. We might be able to do a .toString there. I don't know. Doesn't like that either. Oh, it did take that. So let's try that. We'll again put in a 4, and again I'll put in bingo. No, it doesn't like that either. There probably is a way for it, I'd like to find this out myself. How to check for no input, no output returned from a LINQ query. How to check for false value from a function. How to check no data returned in a LINQ query. You can use the first or default. All right, we're going to try that then. But that's first. We want to return lots of them. Note there's no way of telling between a real result in which the default value is an element and no results. So I don't want the first or default. But that's along the path of what I want, I believe. What does a LINQ query return when no results are found? It's not equal to null. Well, I checked for null, and it didn't like that. I don't know if this would work or not. So we're going to try if not song titles. All right, well, that's how they showed it in there, and it doesn't like it. See that? Oh, they're using a Boolean for it. It's efficient because the data only returns a number instead of the result set. How to deal with a null LINQ query result. You could use default if empty. Well, let's try this one. If this doesn't work, I'm not going to waste my time or your time. So, and it's song titles here. All right, so if that's the case, let's try that. Again, we're putting in a 4 for the song titles, and we're putting in garbage. No song titles met your criteria. Great. All right. Now, if you remember originally here, I did have a bunch more. So we had 3 more. Const, string, no titles for this. And we'll say here, no song titles matched your search criteria. All right, so that's no titles. We'll have no titles, no artists. Of course, I would do that. And this will be no genres. All right, so this one was titles. This is not refactoring, but what I'm trying to do here is write better code. All right, So that was down here. That was genre criteria, nothing inputted. So we want to input in here, no titles for this. And then we're going to rewrite this one as well. That's going to be in here. And we'll change that to song artists. This is not correct. Right line, no song titles. I think I did this wrong. So let's look. If it's null, oh, what the heck did I do here? This line right here is supposed to be in here. No titles. The last one should be correct. We'll fix it. Just give me a second. Should be A for artist. We'll make it SA for song artist. Okay. Somehow I lost a curly brace. This will be song genre. Okay, let's make sure these are all working now. All right. If song titles is null or they're not any, write no song titles. Otherwise, we want to do a right line of song title. That now is correct. Now we're doing the same thing for artist. Okay, if that's the case, no artist for this. Otherwise, artist. And if we do this, we didn't change this one. We will now. All right, so this now becomes song genres. And that's no genre for this. All right. So I should be able to go in now. I did not do this in the last one. Let's make sure everything else works. 1, okay, there's everybody. Yes, we want to do it again. 2, there's everything. Oops, I didn't do that. That was bad. Oh, if I hit enter with nothing in it right now, it's breaking. I didn't know that. So if first enter not equal y, first char, let's see. So again, equal to upper. I'm just going to say here, if again equal nothing, ret val equal false. We're just going to return false here. There. All right. So 1 doesn't break anything. Now if I hit enter, it just stops good. 2 doesn't break anything. Yes. 3 doesn't break anything. All right. Whoops. Now if I come in and put in a 4, and for artist I put garbage, it says no artist matched your, no song titles matched your criteria. Do it again, yes. Let's do a 5, and again put in garbage. No song artists matched your criteria. Run it again, yes. Do a 6. No song genres matched your criteria. All right, so that's it for that program. All right, fixed it up a little bit. Haven't taken real much time. 40 minutes is plenty of time. All right. And I'm going to do a file save all on this. I am going to grab one of those where we fixed it here. I don't know if fix is the right word, but it's the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to grab this, copy it to the clipboard, do a file, save all. All right, we're done with that one. Let's bring back the employee search console program. And remember here we were doing, if we wanted to do a search, we had 3 of them in here also. That was 6, 7, and 8. So let's get down there. And let's start by adding 3 more constants. Const string no, what are we checking for? I'm sorry. Last name, address, and city. So no matching address. City. And actually the first one was last name. All right, no matching last, no matching address, no matching city. Okay. So come down here. All right, and we're going to do this the same way I did it before in the other one. So don't worry, we'll get all this fixed. So this is last names. No matching last. Otherwise, and this will be employees matching that criteria. So that was last names. That'll be LN for last name. Write the last name. We need a console in front of that. Dot right line. All right, we no longer need this code. We do need the read line. Wonder if I remove that from the other one, but we'll check in a bit. That's okay. All right, so let's grab this. We got to put this in there twice. And that is here. So again, this will have to change to addresses. We'll make this EA for employee address. All right, that looks good. And then do the last one here. Okay, now this we didn't, show error message, not nothing. This isn't no matching last. This is no matching address. All right, and this last one, what I did here, but let's come in here, but screwed that up somehow. Let's bring this back in. Okay, so this is now cities. And that'll be EC for employee city. Now that should have fixed everything. So, one more thing. In our, again, in our another time, if we put nothing in there, so again, if, again, equal nothing, we're just going to return false. All I'm trying to do is any place in here I had potential errors, I'm trying to clean it up. So file, save all. Let's make sure I didn't break anything. No errors coming or showing. Employee Search Console, we are now going to set as our startup project. The 1 through 5 should be okay. 1, that's okay. Yes. Oops, darn it. So 1, yes. 2, yes. 3, yes. 4, those are all working. All right, so yes. Now is when we do this. So 5, if we put in, oops. What is it? 6, 7, and 8, that's fine. Yes, so 6, that'll be for last name. We put in garbage. It now says no last name matching your search criteria. Run program again. Oops, I should do 7 and 8 just to check them. So 7, no address matching your criteria. And 8, no city matching your criteria. All right, if I just hit enter now, it stops. Everything's cool. The only thing I could do, again, I keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking this. All right, let's put some \n's in here. So places where I'm doing a right line, I'm just going to put in some \n's. Okay. This isn't a big thing. Again, it's all aesthetic in nature, so. There's one. There's one. Okay, I think that's good. I'm not even going to run this again. There's no errors, so everything should be fine. So File, Save All. So I have now gone in and shown you examples of two different LINQ programs. One where we did an employee search and one where we did a song search console. So before I stop here, and I'm going to stop here, I'm going to come in and do one more thing. And I'm going to go up to my solution, and I'm going to right mouse click and add a new project. And the new project will be a Windows Forms app, and it will be a song search GUI. And there will be that, and we're going to create that in just a few minutes in the next video. Talk to you then.